Welcome to All About Research, the go-to podcast for busy teachers delivering NCFE Level 1 to Technical Awards. Hosted by myself, Rachel.
And Beth. We're both experienced provider development officers here at NCFE,
Each bite-sized episode is packed with practical insights, top tips, and expert guidance on all things research.
helping you make the most of your research. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to our All About Research podcast with myself, Beth.
And I'm Rachel, and in today's episode, we're going to be focusing on what you could be doing in Year 10 to set learners up for success in Year 11.
So, from building subject confidence on developing assessment habits early, isn't it? And we're going to explore practical strategies that really make a difference.
So let's start with the big picture. Why is Year 10 such a crucial time for our VCERT learners?
So in year 10, isn't it, where the habits are formed, where you set the foundations for your year 11, get them ready for the NEA. And if you get those right at the beginning, your learners will have much more success and preparation, isn't it, for year 11?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just thinking. So earlier exposure to key concepts helps reduce the pressure later on. And also the perfect time to introduce the structure and expectations of the qualification, get it right from the beginning, and everybody knows where they're going and what they're working towards.
So think of your year 10, isn't it? It's like low stake for the higher impact. So it's where your learners are going to build the skills without the pressure, isn't it, of the final assessment, because year 10 is about delivering the content, just enjoying your delivery as a teacher. You know, you choose how you're going to deliver it, whether it's going to be linear or whether you're going to, mix your content areas together, align them side by side. You enjoy your year 10 delivering it, but it's getting your learners prepared as well within that.
Yeah. And one of the most effective tools in year 10 is ongoing assessment. And let's just talk about how to use it and what makes it so good to do in year 10.
So it's short, regular checks of understanding, isn't it? That's what's key. So not doing big tests. So think about quizzes, exit tickets, or even quick verbal check-ins.
And don't forget reflection. Ask learners what they found easy or what they found tricky, and just sort of to try and help them take ownership of their program and their learning as well.
It is. Plus, ongoing assessment isn't just about measuring progress; it's about informing your teaching as well. It's something not landing. You can pivot early.
And tools like Pupil Progress can really help track performance and spot patterns before they become problems.
So another great strategy that myself and Rachel recommend, in your consultations, in your Q&A drop-in sessions, is micro briefs, which introduce the skills for the NEA.
Yeah. And micro briefs, the small and the focused tasks that mirror the structure of the NEA, and they're brilliant for building up that familiarity and giving the confidence so your learners know the knowledge or they're learning the knowledge, but they're also using that alongside the skills. And I think it's just a nicer way to do it because one way information, you know what it's like, don't you?
Yeah.
You need to get yourself hands on and they need to start using these skills quite early on so that they can put it into practice, the knowledge they've been learning, and it makes it more exciting, I think, as well for them, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. So you can use them to develop research, plan and evaluation skills without the pressure of a full project. So how we recommend the work is to break down content areas, isn't it? And then so deliver so many content areas.
Yeah.
And then what would they do then? So they've delivered, say, 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah, so they've delivered 1, 2, and 3. Out of those content areas, like Beth mentioned earlier on, if you take a more of a holistic approach, I think the more holistic approach would work a lot better, and it gives you that sort of flexibility to create your mini projects as you go along, because you know what skills you've covered in different content areas. But just say you've delivered, say, 3 content areas, look at the skills, and you can make up any brief. The skills and the tasks will or should always be the same. The scenario will change, so you can change a scenario to make it suit whatever you want the skills for your learners to learn, really, or to practice.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter which subject area you deliver for the research, they all follow the same
Yeah,
principle, the content areas, isn't it? And
yeah,
then the briefs and then the tasks. So it could be that you've delivered content 1, 2, 3, and you just want to do tasks 1 and 2 of the NEA in a smaller form. So you reduce the timing as well. But it's getting used to that format, isn't it, in
yeah,
year 10? So introducing shrunken down micro briefs of the NEA.
yeah, absolutely. Um, and it's all just to give them a chance just to build that momentum, isn't it, really? Um, so introducing your micro briefs to build in your NEA skills as much as possible throughout year 10. And when they come to year 11, it's going to be a lot easier for them. They're going to know without even
No
thinking.
surprises,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So just to wrap that up, so to wrap up our podcast, and what we're sort of advising is for you as teachers. So year 10 is about building up the momentum, isn't it, to use ongoing assessment to guide teaching.
Yeah. Where they're accessing information from, if your tasks aren't allowed the internet, or you have tasks which do involve the internet, practice these skills quite early on. So if you need to do any browsing history or anything like that, do it all in year 10. So when they come to year 11, nothing is going to be a surprise to
Yeah,
them,
it's
is it?
about
They're going to have the skills to do whatever they
it
need to
is.
do.
It's focusing on the confident, isn't it? As
Yeah.
much as the content. So it all adds up. So it's a smoother and more successful year 11.
And the beauty is, with you having that flexibility in year 10, you can make your course like a very exciting times, really, isn't it,
Yeah.
ahead? You can make this course as exciting as you really want. You can make it as real life as possible. And that's really what the aim is here, is to give them the skills, so when they do leave school, they've got these skills ready to go straight into a job in that industry at that level.
And the synoptic connections document.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about what that is, Rachel, and how that helps?
Yeah, it's a really good starting point if you are thinking about going of more of a holistic delivery. So there's nothing wrong. You've got your content areas, you can deliver them in any order you want. But if you tried the more holistic approach, the synoptic connections document highlights some good sort of ties to different content areas. So it's really done well. It's a good starting point for you to create a new scheme of work from.
And
Yeah,
which content areas work
work
together.
well together.
Yeah, and then you've got the teaching resources as well, which are to be adapted.
Yes.
You might use them as homework tasks and to sit as well with the content areas for the synoptic connections document.
Yeah, so very exciting times. You can make this, or you could, if you were doing business studies, say, you could make it an office. Everybody could have a role, and you could bring in the tasks and the skills quite naturally as you're going through.
Same with like the design subjects, so engineering. You'll have your workshops at your school. If you're doing creative design and production, it could be like in your art studio. Same with
Brilliant.
food tech. Yeah, health and fitness in your school gym.
Yeah, yeah, very exciting. And
It
it
is.
should be an exciting program to deliver, and that's the whole point in it, that you've got that flexibility in year 10 to make this program work for you and your learners. You've got that flexibility.
And then getting them ready for the assessments in year 11, isn't it? And the NEA is a key one, so they get used to the brief, that sort of format.
Yeah.
Okay, so we hope you've got some great ideas for your classroom. And just a reminder for our events on our website, we have coming in December, a Q&A drop-in on key dates. In March, we've got key information, so we'll go into sort of things about micro briefs even further, key information of what you need for year 10 and year 11.
Yeah.
In May, we've got holistic marking, which we've touched on, but again, we have a themed Q&A on that, and we also got a podcast coming out. And then June, prepping you for 26, 27. So they're the Q&A themes that are coming up, so you can book onto them on our Provider Development Hub. And then just a reminder on York, which is in November, which is our face-to-face standardization event, which is with myself and Rachel and the EQA team, where we'll support you with the marking and of the
confidence, just to go through it, and you'll have other people who are delivering the same qualification as you, and I think it's just going to be a nice little confident builder session, isn't it?
Yeah, and good way to meet other teachers as well and network.
Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, and we've given you some tips for year 10 to year 11.
Yeah. Until the next time.
Yep.
Bye-bye. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to follow, share, or leave a review.
Until next time, be prepared.
And know we're here for you. And stay connected.